Hey, Pastor Jeff down here in my basement in my makeshift art studio slash guest room slash anything else, tornado shelter, whatever you want to call it. And come down here. I hide down here mainly and sometimes do art. I'm getting better and better every day. At any rate, I just wanted to talk to you about something real quick. It's Monday. I usually put out a video on Monday. But I wanted to talk about, just here, I don't know, 3 months ago, I put out a video that was called The Chaos is Beginning. I had just started putting out videos and really, honestly, I haven't gotten any better at it. But I wanted to say that the chaos is beginning. We're in the month of May. In the month of May in 2020, if you don't remember, and I'm just going to remind you real quick, that's when the George Floyd thing happened and then the escalation. This year, this election season, and I hope to get educated on this by someone that's been out there and knows a little bit more. I know this. Terrorism is the goal. The powers that be love nothing more than to pit the Muslims against the Jews, the Christians against the Muslims and the atheists, the races against one another, not just black against white, but all races against all, and of course white being ultimately the most devilish in this country. That's what they would have you believe. And it is May. They are right now looking for their trigger event, and I am going to prophetically say it may have already happened. You might hear about it in the next few weeks as to what they are going to be all summer long into the fall, tearing this country down for, both for real and, of course, then just hyperbole as well. This is it. They have Hamas. Hamas is a terrorist group formed in 1987. They're running the Gaza Strip. In reality, they have nothing to do with the United States of America, yet we have, kind of reality. Obviously, they have something to do with everything, because if you believe in prophetic stuff, Hamas is even mentioned in the Bible. And I could hopefully find someone that could help us get that more sorted out if you want to learn about that. I want to learn about that. But I can tell you this. They're going to use terrorism. They're going to use Muslims against Jews. They're going to use the races. The race thing's coming. I can guarantee you that somewhere in some city, something has happened where someone has killed someone, and the someone that killed the someone was a cop, and the other someone was a race of some kind, without getting too nasty with people. Now, this has happened hundreds of times since George Floyd, but they need it right now because they need chaos. Now, chaos is the word of the day. I'm sure if we went back to 2016, which that wouldn't take that much, I could list off the chaos things that happened, and we could go to May of 2016 and say, oh, something happened here, and they escalated it. This is the month, and this is the month that our college campuses have been, they call it what do they call it? The Arab Spring Break or whatever it is. The American kids that are brainwashed by the professors who are being paid by the Soros family. I said it. The Soros family are the major boosters and funders of the different universities around here, the Ivy League. They pay them to teach these kids to be anti-Semitic. George Soros is one of the most anti-Semitic people you'll ever meet. And I'm not even saying, oh, well, if you have something bad to say about the Jews, you're anti-Semitic. I'm just saying in general, teaches them to hate a people group. I don't want to hate Muslims. I don't want to hate Jews. I don't want to hate anybody, but hate is being taught in college campuses. That's very obvious. There's 3 types of people that were at these protests. And if you watch any of the news, it was pretty funny to watch them charging at people, holding garbage cans as shields. I tell you what, revolution ain't what it used to be. Even the hippies could have done better. But there's 3 types of people, I think. There's the, oh, there's something going on over there. Okay, I'll run over there and do it too. There's those idiots. Then there's the, how much are you willing to pay me to stand out here and say bad things about America, chant death to America, and yell words I don't even understand? And if you watch any of the interviews of these kids, you know, Whoa, I don't know what the Columbia did. I don't know. I'm just here. Looked like a fun place to come hang out and skip school. That's what they did. That's those people. Then there's people that are serious about it. They're in this country. I heard a statistic that only about 80% of America is pro-Israel. I say only because I'm sure it was much higher at some point. And now we've got 20% of America, from what age groups I don't know, who literally think they're pro-Palestine. And I'm not even saying that's bad or good. I'm just saying Hamas. Hamas being in the mix is your terrorism. And we're going to have a lot of that this summer. And we need to get ready not to go join them, not to go fight against them, just to understand it's a ploy. It's a game. Some of them will be paid. Some of them are just going to go along with the mob mentality. And then some of them, 2%, will be serious. They'll be for real bad people. But they will cause a lot of problems. The combination of those people. And they rely on people just jumping on board and doing crazy, stupid stuff to control the rest of us. By control the rest of us, I mean say, well, by November, we've had this many terrorist attacks and this many people have died and this has gone on, and we don't think it's safe to everybody go out to an election, let's say. You shouldn't be going out, so mail it in, or they'll just get you to skip it altogether. This is the game. I mean, let's just face it, that's the game. And I'm not saying that Democrats or Republicans are doing that. I'm saying something much deeper, much worse. Democrats and Republicans are all culpable for this. But there's a much, much deeper globalist thing. And they're going to use terrorism. Why? Because it'll work. It'll strike fear in your heart. As long as those terrorists have more than garbage cans for shields and aren't throwing bananas at people or whatever was going on there. Anyway, that's your moment for me today. Is we're at level 2 or 3 of this now. By the time May is over and we get full on into summer, and they find their next cause, which, look, it's gonna be they are using Hamas and Israel. There's gonna be a lot of race baiting going on real soon. Lots of race baiting. Be ready. I'm just telling you. You can count on this. They're trying to find their new George Floyd, and if you go years back, you'll see something's been used for the past few years to kind of make people feel unsafe in the streets, and also to cause us to fight each other. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Let's not turn on each other this time. Let's not go fight with each other. Let's fight them. They're the real bad ones. These globalists, they're using such shams of games, and we should be able to see this. Yet so many of us fall for it. I fell for it. Not that I didn't know it was a trick, just that it makes me mad enough to be mad, and I shouldn't even be affected by it. I should be able to love everybody as a Christian. They make it really hard, but I also should be able to freely walk without fear and go about my day-to-day business, and I should be able to sit down without being inundated with a bunch of ginned up, fake, made-up news. You can never tell what's real anymore. There's a reason for that, too. They don't want you trusting anything. So when they come in, they can say they're the truth. I'm just telling you, let's not fall for it. But we're in the end times. Make no mistake about it. I hope to come back on a different type of platform, on my platform, but in a different way, different show, and talk about Hamas and Israel and the end times with someone who's an expert. And I know some people, and they will be around this summer. And I'm excited to try and bring that. And I hope learning about it helps you feel even better about your faith in God and the fact that we are in a very important time period. And we need to be alert. We need to be in prayer. This is no time to not understand what's going on, but it is a time to not believe over half of what you see and hear. And even when it's real, maybe figure out the source and why it's happening. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Hope you had a good weekend. Hopefully I'll get with you with a Beyond the Pulpit. Later.